You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Gentel, Sharrie, and we are here with another BoomBox Weekly, and we have the CEO, founder of the Afro Awards, Taiwo, here in the building.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing?
Doing good. And this is the other co-host, Adonis, Armstrong. It's a pleasure for you to be here, Mr. Taiwo. Like you're a philanthropist, entertainment executive, filmmaker, actor, everything. You just a mogul.
Thank you.
So, with further ado, we'll just hop right into it. What made you come up with the Afro Awards? Was it something you saw in the media get neglected or anything? Just tell us the events that led up to you creating the Afro Awards.
I say 21 years ago, I used to support many award systems in Africa and all of that. And then, back in the days in college, you want to be like Snoop, you want to be like Denzel Washington, you just want to be everybody. And like, okay, some people are not being recognized. Some don't get their flowers. I'll be like, I want to recognize people that really deserve to be recognized, So, but I was like, it's just a dream,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know if it's going to come true. And I said, it must be in LA. I said, I don't know what year, but I just keep, aspiring. I was in Europe, I was in UK, and I moved here. I studied at Colorado Film School. It keeps telling me, like, my dream, I just had to go for it. And I had to move to LA. So I moved from Colorado to LA, and I started planning. And guess what? I noticed some big-time people, they've been giving too much to society, but they don't get recognized. Like, I'll give an example. Ayuko Babu, he's been doing Pan-African Film Festival for 32, 33 years. I was like, I really want to award somebody like that because I appreciate what he's been doing. But a couple of people, I said, you know what? I'm going to start. I wanted to start in 2019, but the COVID-19 thing came up and I was like, everybody was locked up and all of that. But last year, I said, I'm going to give it all it takes. Let's break the jinx. And that was how we started, and we had the festival.
And it was amazing, and it's amazing that you're giving those people their flowers because we need to see that in the community. So how was the preparation and planning of the successful 2022 Afro Awards?
Wow, it was active because basically we didn't really get sponsored. Mm-hmm. Most people you write to will tell you they want to see the outcome, what's it going to look like. So I had to go on my credit card, a lot of credit card. Hundreds of dollars, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I had to call partners and say, you know what? Do you believe in this vision? Let's do it. Do you believe in this vision? I don't need to give me cash. Just credit card. We can take your bills.
Yeah.
I said I did, and boom, here we are. Second edition.
I mean, sometimes you need energy is currency. Someone just to believe in things that you want to achieve, and the Afro Awards, that's a major achievement, shining lights on everyone. Is it like any sacrifices that you went through to creating, besides the credit, sacrifices to get to where you are right now?
Man, I tell you, a lot of sacrifice, a lot. Sometimes people talk shit to you because you try to plead to like, I need help, I need support. Sometimes you don't sleep 48 hours because you have to be on top of your game, all hands on deck. Sometimes you want to go to work to still keep bills, pay bills and all of that. But you be like, I have a dream, I need to get this done. The vision. So sleepless night, hard work, struggling, but eventually, we got it done.
Yeah, and it's beauty in the struggle. And you said you locked in some key players that are coming on the red carpet this year. Can you give us an exclusive who's going to be walking?
Well, we have a lot of them. We have Lawson, Mr. Lawson is coming on. We have Rachel Mbuki is coming on. We have Jason Lee's coming on. We have Dr. Obeng. We have Amber Washington. I mean, we have the mayor. We have a lot of people. We have a couple, about 26 of them.
Wow.
26 of them.
Is there any special performances live?
Well, I have about 8 performances coming out, including African, culture, real American rapper, Grammy Award winners, and all of that. You guys are gonna love it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag right now, but I'm sure you all gonna love it.
Hey, you might want to be there. It's gonna be a great award show. So, to pivot from the Afro Awards, you are also a director. You won Best Director in the independent film Land of America in 2022. Can you tell us a little more about the project?
Well,
and where can people watch it?
Well, that was one of the project that was dear to my heart because many people have story to tell. Immigrant story when you come from wherever you come from to look for a greener pasture in another man's land or in a better country. There are all the situation, what you have to go through and all of that. And I have to tell the story from my own cultural background with an indigenous language. And fortunately, I'll tell you something, I sold my house back in Africa to shoot that film because there was nobody to be, you can't just go and tell somebody I want you to invest in this project. They was like, what have you done in America? Yeah, you're big in Africa, you're big in UK, but here, what have you done? So for you to convince people, you have to take the bull by the horn, do things on your own and get it. And then fortunately, I sold my property, I invested in it, I got the job out, and guess what? I've been to about 20 film festivals, globally, and I've been winning awards and banging, having beautiful screening, winning best script, winning best story, winning best audience award.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fulfilled, but yet it's not out in the public yet. We're just still doing cinemas and screening. But then maybe before the end of the year, maybe we'll lock it in. Maybe Netflix, maybe Amazon, maybe HBO, maybe Hulu. We're gonna lock it in somewhere.
Okay. Speaking on that, you also have Loving a Younger Man.
Oh,
isn't that supposed to come out soon?
No, that's out already.
Okay.
That's one movie that I think the first time it came out on Tubi, I think it was about 500,000 streams because it's a real black story of LA. It's a story about younger men dating older women, the gangbang storyline, the reality. Real LA story. Yeah, and it's pure black film.
Okay. That's. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Is it still on Tubi?
Yeah, it's on Tubi and Amazon. It's doing greatly.
Okay. You also an actor too as well. Passionate Portrayals. Where can people go watch that, and can you elaborate a little more about that?
Well, I think I traveled. I was on a little tour, a mini tour. I used to do my mini tour 4 or 5 countries. Then I received a call from a friend and said, hey, they need a Nigerian cast to play a role in Nigerian boss in the movie. I was like, I'm up for it. They all came to my movie premiere. So, my outcome, I'm like, we want you to come. So I flew back and I played a role in the movie. I wasn't the director, I wasn't the producer, but it was a privilege working with those set of big time people, and it was great. It was great. And right now the movie is trending on Tubi and I think Amazon, yeah.
Do you have any other films you're working on that you want to direct or put out right now?
Okay, I have 2 that I just wrapped up. One is called Dreaming of America. One is called Love from Germany. But I have a big one I'm working on for next year. It's called King of California. That's about a $10 million project movie.
Wow.
So it's a lot and it's big, but let's talk about funding. But I think maybe after I've been able to push this other ones out, then I can hit that one.
Yeah, because it seems like through your journey you have a lot of faith. What's kept your faith alive? I mean, you sold your house. It seems like you sacrificed a lot. What keeps you going?
Well, when you have a dream and you think, no matter how long it takes, I'm going to get there. And then you see it coming. All the way from Africa to Europe to UK, now in America, now in LA. I'm doing greatly. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And being from, Nigeria.
Correct.
So, what are some big differences from America and Nigeria? Because there's a lot of people don't know the real difference between African cities and modernized American cities. So, what's the biggest difference that you see?
I'll say exposure, development in economy itself, and basic amenities things are more developed here. Things are really, faster, but Africa is growing gradually. But I know with time, with time.
Okay. Oh, also, so I see you're into music. What type of music do you do? Do you produce it or sing on it?
Okay, well, I produce, then I run a music label. I have some artists here in America and back in Africa. I've done a couple of albums, you know. I even have an artist here that was supporting Viper, and he's really doing well right now. Viper is doing well.
Nice.
Then in Africa, I have Model, I have Black, I have a lot of them, you know, like they're doing good. But, you know, Afrobeat is doing greatly now, so
It is.
Yeah, it's
push it
global.
like that.
Dang, you can do it all.
You know, basically, I'm just like, I love entertainment. If you take me out of entertainment, I'll be like, what are you talking about? But if it has to do with entertainment, sport, music, movies, still within the same box of entertainment, I mean, that's my passion.
Yes, yes. Well, we are about to take a quick little break, and we're going to give a shout out to our proud sponsors, 24/7 Live Culture. And we are back with the CEO of the Afro Awards, Mr. Taiwo, in the building. He's been talking about entertainment, sacrifices, his faith, everything, where he is successful, and we're learning a lot. He's dropping them gems.
Okay, since you're, executive in the entertainment business, what are some ways that you market your films?
Well, I say when we started, it was through Dynamo, DVD, disc, terrestrial release and all of that. But recently, in a couple of years, streaming took over. So right now, we have some of our movies on streaming platforms, Tubi, Amazon, Netflix, a couple of them. And what we're trying to do right now is here, because some of us are like in diaspora, they are not recognizing us. They want you to go back to Africa to sell your movie or to get movie deals, but they forget that people live in diaspora. So that's another big fight that has really been going on, because nobody want to talk to you. They tell you, go to a third party. We don't deal with producers, blah blah blah. So they be like, then why are you putting me? You're putting me on the spot. I've been doing this all my life. I'm here. You have to recognize the fact that I'm doing something in the diaspora. But I know with time. Yeah.
Okay, so you also give back to the community with a non-profit organization. Can you elaborate on things that you do with the non-profit foundation here in Los Angeles?
Okay, my non-profit is basically for less privilege and support to people homeless, and sometimes you just see people and like they go through a lot. Why you out? Why you not having a home? Why you struggling? Why we have to go to the bin to start taking stuff? And I feel like, what's the problem? Okay, you need help, you need counseling, you need shelter. Sometimes I'm taking people to my home and say, hey, sleep, the code I can give to you. Think about doing this, think about doing that. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take you to some facilities to go and register with the government. Let them take care of you, because you can't just keep being on the street. Yeah. Someone said, I have bad credit. Go back to the government. They have to provide stuff for people like that. So I've been doing mine in a little way, because my foundation is so new, like barely 2 years. So before now that I register officially, I've been doing a lot for people. Then that's part of the award thing I thought about, encouraging people, making sure people come around, trying to say how you make people feel happy. Like in this Afro Awards, we decided to give a young or teenage category. We have some little people that do a lot of stuff, like Jazzy. She's been everywhere, balling, talking to people. So we just want to encourage people to, it's not about adult, it's about whoever is impacted in the society.
And how can people help you, join the cause?
Well, it's donation. Sometimes you just want people to see what you're doing. Then when you request for donation, people, start saying, okay, we'll support.
Can you talk a little bit more on the Afro Awards? Because I know it's three days, right?
Yeah, it's 3 days.
So it's a exhibit. So what's going on with the exhibit?
Okay, the conference is going to be all about people from different walks of life, talking about their experience, encouraging people, making people feel that you can do it. If you need knowledge, if you need, just like a masterclass thing, discuss it with people. The second day we decided to have it for B, which is the 15th. We decided to have a kind of fashion show and a gala night. The fashion show is just to make everything about us right now is fashion, and then to still inculcate that into the entertainment world too. So having the fashion, then having a gala night, networking, meeting people, and just having general fun on the night. That's it. Then the main day, Saturday, DGA, you know that.
The finale.
Yeah.
The finale.
I will definitely be in attendance for the finale. I have to.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the style.
Yes.
I don't want to let anything cut out of the bag, but we got some beautiful stuff you're gonna love.
Because last year was popping. You definitely set the tone for sure.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it wasn't me. It was people around me. All my people. Noah Oli Day, Katina Field, Deborah. Most people I work with, Fatima, Mohammed, they are all awesome. They are amazing. When you work with teams that are supporting you, you're going to be like, I mean, things come easy for you. So that's the thing.
Yeah, most of the time when you have a team in life, you be more successful. Most people who get to a certain point in their career, they shout out their team. I think a lot of people try to be solo, but people don't understand it's a lot of people in the background, working vigorously for the person who's in the head.
That's it. And people don't know that. I mean, having great team is another thing. Working with your guys like Noah. Every time we text him, 2 a.m. I'm like, hey, boy, you not sleeping. So,
Oh yeah, Noah's a hard worker.
Noah was that.
Yes.
No, I'm on it. I was like, I like people like that. Even when sometimes people say, hey, why you worshiping Noah? Everything Noah. I said, because he's a hardworking nigga, man. So I just had to make sure.
No, he is.
So, I just want to make everybody be happy and, do things the way they should be. When I call Fatima and say, Mom, we need money. I'm stuck. I don't have more money. They say, okay, you know what? I got you my credit card. You're going to pay me 30 days. I say, I'll pay back in 30 days. I mean, like that. You just start calling people. I call Katina and say, Katina, we need a horse. My horse is messing me up. I say, don't worry, I'll fix you up. Like things are just coming the right way it's supposed to be. And you'll be lucky. Sometimes you walk to somebody and say, we need a sponsor. And I'm like, you know what? Can I give me 10,000 check? Like 10,000 check. So, I mean, with people, when doing the right thing, people respect you and people appreciate it. Either don't do.
Yes. So how did you build up your team? Like, what were the key components of building your team to make you successful?
Okay, well, what I did was, before I came here, I've been into different kind of entertainment field, movies, music, and all of that. So, firstly, I try to get your history. Like having Noah, virtually every event around, African setting or whatever, Noah is part of it. Mm-hmm. You see that? So, I wouldn't want to do no mistake by not having Noah on my team. Even if I have to like, hey Noah, you're the boss, do it,
Yeah.
I just want to have him on my team. You see that?
Yes.
Other people, like, I met a woman at a film festival, one of my film festivals, she was like, well, we're trying to do marketing. I have films, you can do marketing. That's what, I see the zeal she put into a different movie come on board. You see that? I saw Katina. Somebody said, oh, I'll give you one of the best PR. By the time I talk to 5 people, you mean Katina? I know her. You mean Katina? I mean, then what are you talking about? If Mr. A, B, C, D, everybody know Katina, then you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
So like that, I just said, based on your credibility, you can work with me. It's not about money right now, whatever we have, let's boom it together. Then when we grow together. And that's one thing I like about all of them. They're not too greedy about money because they also have the same vision, like, yeah, let's do this together. Now Afro Awards is becoming big and then we're getting there.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.